What up? What up? You know, I'm a big believer in life often foreshadows events. Whether that's in the music that you listen to, a movie that you're watching, a show that you're watching, something you could be doing in the moment or thinking. That's not a hard concept to, believe in. I mean, after all, you are the one who are making these decisions and defining your experiences. But today's video, today's video, I want to talk about footprints in the sand and how if you're not careful, you can often put yourself into get yourself into the wrong destination unintentionally. Me and my cousin were having a conversation, and it was some things that we was talking about that I really resonated with, and it was interesting because the things that we was talking about, haven't felt that way since childhood. So he was saying certain things that was just like, huh, so you was going through that too, or you were experiencing that too. And so me and him are chopping it up and we're talking. And as we're talking, I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so whatever this is ancestral, which makes sense. We're related, you know what I'm saying? But this is a similar path. Me and you have similar paths. So, and it's not the first time where I've met someone and me and a person are going through the exact same thing, or we might have the same. That's why I said footprints in the sand. It's like me and a person might have the same, might have reacted in the same type of way to certain past experiences or just whatever. And I've always took note of that. I've never looked at it and just been like, okay, that's that person. Like, a person talking about their experience. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I just pay attention to just certain things that happen in my environment, and that's one of them. And as I get older, I'm seeing them a lot more. And so now I'm just diving deep. Now I'm just trying to understand it for myself, kind of my own realizations. And one of the things I've realized in this journey of, you could say, decoding the universe, or seeing how just everything, seeing, hearing, just everything, how everything is connected in a way. Everything. And it's so easy not to think that. It's so easy to just see from the macrocosm and not get into the details. And that's one thing I feel like in my life I wish I would have focused more on, is the details. There's a line that Kendrick says in one of the Drake disses. He says, I think he's talking to Drake's mom. He's like, hoping a man will see you and not get blinded by you. Or something like that. And I feel like that's how I was in life for a very long time. I wanted to get a deeper understanding in life. I really did, and I was researching, reading books, all that good stuff. But it's not even about all the researching, all the things I know, all the books I done read, all everything, audiobook. All I could say after that experience is you don't need all of that. You really just need to slow down, observe, and low key just remain calm. And you will learn a lot just about people, just about your own self. You'll learn a lot. You don't need all the books or the philosophers or all the word regurgitation. At the end of the day, you just need yourself. And if you can just slow down and observe. I'm working on it. I'm an action person. So, like, I'll be on some goal oriented. What's the next goal? Am I getting closer to my goal? Okay, I need to make some actions today that represent that. Like, so it's a journey for me sometimes to just and just settle into the present moment. But yeah. It's been a very interesting week. Very interesting week. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm at 60 subscribers. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. It's been growing, man. It's actually been growing pretty fast. So shout out to y'all. But yeah, man, it's been an interesting week. There's so many things I've just been learning about myself this week. Just so many things I've just been observing this week. So many things. Oh, man. Oh, well, that's perfect. The light. So, yeah. Had a lot of things in the works. A lot of things in the works. I was watching this video today. Actually, it was this morning. And it was about patterns. And it said that chaos is really could just be a pattern that we haven't identified yet. And I really believe that to be true. And that got me thinking about my own patterns and just everything. I like the reason why I keep pausing is because like I'm trying to sum up everything my mind has been on this last week, and it's just been a lot. But because I'm about to really summarize this all up. life can get so bright. What I mean by bright is just everything. Family pulling on you, your own wants and needs pulling on you. Just so many influences, so many, this overwhelming just sense of like it's just too bright. It's just overwhelming. That you create this space for yourself. And the space I would say is your routine, a routine that you feel like keeps you safe. And in my life, what I've noticed is that, especially this week too, really dissecting patterns. And I'm talking about like from the get-go, like mental patterns, thoughts that we have continuously every day. I think they did a study and it was like, it's so likely that the same thoughts that you had yesterday are the same thoughts that you're going to have the next day. So it's like, if you have a negative mindset and then you bring that shit on to the next day, and this is not even no like positive thinking, this isn't no light, this is just strictly just how the brain works, just neuroscience. And I even had to realize that about myself even this week. I really had to realize, like, bro, it really is a such thing as like, not such thing, but I really can feel that now. Maybe it's just because of how long I've been on this planet or whatever, but now I'm really realizing, like, oh no, that's a pattern. Like, and I'm not talking about, I'm good on just, things to do throughout the day that's productive. But I'm talking about even mentally. I'm talking about just certain negative thoughts or just thoughts that's just not wanted and needed throughout the day. And I'm really realizing, like, it really is it takes effort. But it's like you got to create that new neural highway in your brain in order to, yeah, you just got to create it. Because your brain can get very used to just going to the same place every day. Moping. You did it yesterday, you was moping, you was complaining. Now it's coming to your present moment. Now it's like, it's coming the next day. For what? That shit is not needed. So I was thinking about that this week. I've been doing just a lot of like making sure the patterns that I just have going in life, routines that I have going, is just really benefiting me to the fullest. What else? The conversation with my cousin really had me on some, whoa. Like, it actually really confirmed some things that I don't even know if I really want to put that on YouTube. It ain't no like, it's, y'all know me, I'll be on the supernatural shit. So we both had the same, you could say, supernatural experience. And so that got me thinking, okay, is this like a blood lineage type of thing? And so that got me thinking about just how everything is connected and just people on the same paths as I was talking about earlier. It always comes back together. And then like even this week too, I was yeah, I'm gonna keep it a band. I was on some like, I'm trying to see what's up. Where's she at? Like, I was on timing this week. And I was just asking myself, like, yo, what is this? Like, I'd be on like, ain't nothing like a woman's company, so I'm always down for that. But this week was really on some like, yo, where's she at? And I'm just wondering, like, I'm very big on, when I realize the multidimensional aspects of myself and just how many influences that's pulling on me daily, how many changes that are happening daily, just all the things that we are not aware of, once I became aware of them, I realized it is a multitude of things affecting me. And so when certain things arise, and certain energies, or is a change in my I can just sense when there's just certain changes in me. You know what I'm saying? There is a certain change in the atmosphere that's affecting me. And I like to know whether that's me or it's coming from something outside of me. And I felt this week, I was like, yo, what is it? Because I'm like, I'm chilling. Like, I don't really need to be on that time. I really need to be focused. I don't need to really be out here in the streets like that. I need to be focused. Staying on my routine. Because I was ready out here to hit the streets. I was ready. I was ready to hit the town. And I was just like, nah, we're not doing that. We're going to stay focused. We're going to stay focused. And so, I'm going throughout my day to day. And I'm like, oh, Mars then stepped into Aries. And then it's like trining or got some connection with Pluto going on too. So it's like those are the main two planets that represent what? Action, sex, drive. Yo, what's good? What's the moves? Like, we going out. Okay, I'm ready to. That's like testosterone to its fullest. Like, what? Mars and Pluto together with Aries? Like, and Mars rules Aries? Like, come on. Like, so I was like, okay, that's where that energy is coming from. Because I really can sense that. I'm just very aware of just when the temperaments of me, you can just put it that way. You know, the moon is in different signs. I got a whole video on astrology. I ain't about to break it down even more, but the sun changes signs, the moon changes signs. These have an effect on us. You can even break it down to a science level where the moon actually has an effect on the water. So you can even say that different signs can probably represent on the percentage level of water that's being pulled towards the moon. I think that's how it works. Something like that. The moon is affecting the water on the planet. And we are, 60% water. So whatever is going on in the moon definitely affects us. So whether you believe in astrology or not, they go to science to put some, calm your left brain logic mind. So I'm just very aware of all that stuff that just goes on with me. And I really had to tap back into that today because that was kind of annoying me of just like, okay, where is this like where has this like what influenced this this flame to be so lit? Like, it be lit, but sheesh, this shit on fire. So I had to realize, okay, and I sometimes I forget about that. That's a very important. I realized on this for me in my journey. I made videos about being an empath and when you can sense different energies. You have to be very careful when you're energetically sensitive. We're all energetically sensitive. We all can be energetically influenced. You really have to be very careful sometimes because you can unintentionally put yourself in a situation or express yourself in a wrong manner due to influences and energies that weren't yours to claim. You see what I'm saying? And I've had experiences in my life where I've acted out of turn, and it's really because I was really feeling the other person's energy. And because of how I felt about the other person at the time or just my connection to them, I'll turn up even more. So it's like I'm feeling my energy plus your energy all at the same time. And so sometimes it has to be, you got to be aware. You got to be aware of what's around you. Okay, if I know I was just happy, I just came from your crib. I just came from my crib and I'm good mood, chilling, good vibes, and I get to your crib and I'm sensing anger and you come out the house angry. Well, I know I can, if I'm not careful, I can sense the anger, and because I'm living in human experience, which is a solo experience, sense wise, perspective wise, I can think that energy is me. I can think, okay, wait, now it's time for me to get angry. Really, I'm just supposed to recognize, no, you're the one who's angry. I need to let you have that. And if you want my help in it, then I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a way to identify, okay, whose energy is whose, all that good stuff. So I can even go out to say that even the planets have an effect on us in that manner. Everything, the phone, the energy, electricity, and vibrations that's coming off this phone right now is probably having a certain effect on me. Like, everything is having some type of subconscious under, just you might not be aware of it until, what I'm saying, you get the information on it. But everything. Well, I think like I think the human, I think like our eyes can only see like 3 spectrums of light. You got insects out here that can see like 10. So there's all types of stuff that's going on around us that we might not just be aware of just because we've been taught to stay in our 5 senses. So this week was another example of just, hey, stay on your astrology. That's a good that is real. Like that influence, all that stuff is real. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen certain things happen in my life. Timing with astrology, that to me does have an effect on certain vibrations that you're dealing with at the moment. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Really trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, man. I've been wanting to I don't know if I want to make this video yet. I'm thinking about speaking on it now. I don't know if I want to, because I might actually make a whole video on it. Yeah, I think I might make a whole video on it. So I'm not even going to speak on it now. Yeah, I'm going to make a whole video on it. But yeah, I think that's about it for me, y'all. I know this was all over the place. I'm probably just going to call this the update. There's more content coming. A whole lot of content for your head top. And yeah. Is there anything else I want to say? We're in a very volatile time right now. There's a lot of energy in the air. And I feel that it's a big it's a lot of energy in the air, and I feel like it's almost like no one really knows what to do with it. It's very frantic. It's very all over the place energy. And one thing I've noticed about having a lot of energy is that you have to know what to do with it. Once given this energy, it can be either fully wasted. Yeah, that's really either you're going to use it to its fullest capabilities or it's going to be wasted. And then even when you're using it to your fullest capabilities, are you using it for ways to benefit you? Because it's summertime, people is out. I can sense it. I swear, like I can see it too. Like this is gonna be a different type of summer. This is gonna be a very lit summer. The energy is up. The energies is for sure up. But I know for me and my journey and my experience, I want to use this in a very productive way. I know for me and my experience in life, it's always been about finding that healthy balance with having a good time and still maintaining your goals and not getting distracted. And sometimes when you got a lot of energy, it's really easy to get distracted because you just want to experience this. I want to do that. I want to do this. So the goals, which when you're dealing with goals, you got to be very tunnel vision. When you got a lot of energy and distractions, it's very scattered all over the place. So that's how I feel right now about that's what my week's been on, you know. So yeah. Trying to think, is there anything else? I think that's it. That's it, y'all. Thought the stars was gonna be out tonight. It's cloudy. Maybe tomorrow. Y'all be easy. Peace.